everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of X-Men number 9. This is a book from Marvel Comics, the ongoing X-Men series. We recently dropped a video highlight of our live conversation talking about the upcoming titles for the X-Men. Is there too many X-Men books? All that stuff. You can see that out of the four of us in the Next Issue Podcast, I'm the one reading the most X-Men titles. My co-hosts are not as happy with the state of the X-Men, just because there's a lot of books. But that being said, let's talk about this specific book. So before that, let's talk about the creative team, and then we'll get into what's going on with the X-Men. So this book is written by Gerry Duggan with art by C.F. Villa, who I'll have more to say about in a minute. Marte Gracia on colors, Clayton Cowles on letters, with a cover by Pepe Larraz and Marte Gracia. In this specific issue, we have three different stories. We have the Quiet Council of Krakoa, the Great Ring of Arakko, and the Central Column of Orcus, as these three ruling bodies kind of prepare and make vital decisions that will affect their people for years to come. And of course, the X-Men kind of get caught in the crossfire. So I'll start with probably what I would say is my one complaint about this issue, or my main negative, if you want to call it that, because of the three different ongoing kind of stories that we get here, these three parallel stories that are running from the point of view of each of these councils, it can be a little convoluted to follow along, especially if you're not familiar with each of these like if you just jumped into the X-Men title and you're not familiar with who the Quiet Council is, who the Great Ring of Arakko is, and the Central Column, like you may be a little confused. It also makes it a little bit more hard. It makes it more difficult for the story to flow. That being said, that's really my only issue with this title. I really like what the stories are setting up, and I think this is going to read a lot better collected. But I like reading X-Men month to month, and I like what they've been setting up. I also really think Gerry Duggan really captures the voices of the characters very well. There's just, as they argue throughout the council, I really love seeing scenes of them talking throughout the council. And then we jump to, we get to see MODOK again. We saw MODOK last issue. And I knew there was a reason Gerry Duggan was setting up MODOK being part of something. I was not aware that he was going to immediately bring him back to be a larger part of this conversation. So here we have Nimrod breaking MODOK out of jail, which is kind of interesting because I don't think I've ever seen the two of them work together. Here we'll continue with the art. When we move to Arakko, we do see another council scene as well, and that's the other thing with this issue, right? It's really more about the conversations. There's only one storyline that kind of has something physically happening, and that's the stuff with MODOK. I wanted to highlight this panel. I love this design for Storm. I think Villa and Gracia just really doing amazing work here with Storm's design and her look, because she is just the ultimate badass. And as the ruler of Arakko and the representative of the X-Men, I think Storm has been really elevated throughout this whole run. We'll move on to one more page, which I just wanted to have a page with Cosmo here. I don't think I've seen him in a book in a long time, so that's really neat. We catch up with Mr. and Mrs. X, Rogue, and Gambit as they go meet somebody. I won't tell you who to avoid spoilers, but yeah, like I said, I like everything that's being set up. I like all the stories that are ongoing. I just feel like it was a little bit of it was an interesting way to deliver it that I don't think fully paid off. But other than that, I really recommend this issue. I think the stuff that actually does happen is very interesting, and I can't wait to see where this book is going. So, that being said, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, movie reviews, TV recaps, all that stuff here in the channel. So, once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.